You aren't alone. Right now, as you're watching this, hundreds of tiny 8-legged creatures are crawling all over your face, eating your skin oils and laying eggs in your pores.
Imagine this. It's late at night. You've washed your face, brushed your teeth, and gone to bed thinking you're finally alone. But the moment you fall asleep, something wakes up. Not a ghost, not a monster. Thousands of tiny creatures, so small that you could fit dozens of them on the tip of a pin, begin crawling across your face. They've been living there your entire life, and you've probably never noticed. So watch until the end, because what these invisible creatures do every single night might completely change the way you look at your own face.
Now, before you start scrubbing your skin in panic, don't worry. These creatures aren't here to attack you. In fact, almost every adult on Earth has them. Scientists believe that by the time you're an adult, there's a very good chance these tiny roommates have...
Take a close look at your face in a mirror. Everything seems clean, smooth skin, tiny pores, maybe a few freckles, nothing unusual. But what if we could zoom in? Not 10 times, not 100 times, but nearly 1,000 times. Suddenly, your skin would look like an alien landscape. Huge mountains of dead skin, deep valleys called pores, tiny rivers of oil flowing across the surface. And hidden inside those pores, something starts moving. Meet one of the strangest animals you've probably never heard of.
It's called a face mite. It's so tiny that it's almost impossible to see without a microscope. Its body is long and transparent, almost like a tiny worm with 8 little legs attached near its head. At first glance, it looks like something from a science fiction movie, but it's completely real. And it's living much closer to you than you think.
These microscopic animals spend most of their lives inside your hair follicles, the tiny holes where your hairs grow. They especially love places that produce natural skin oil. Your nose, your cheeks, your forehead, your eyelashes. That's because oil is their favorite food. While you go through your day working, studying, laughing, or scrolling on your phone, they stay hidden underground, deep inside your pores. You don't feel them, you don't hear them, you don't even know they're there. But once the lights go out, their world comes alive.
When you finally fall asleep, your face becomes surprisingly peaceful. Your body temperature changes slightly. The environment becomes darker. And that's the signal these tiny creatures have been waiting for. Slowly, they begin climbing out of your pores. Yes, they actually leave the tiny tunnels where they've been hiding all day.
Then, under the cover of darkness, they start crawling across your skin at a speed of around 1 centimeter per hour. That may sound slow, but for a creature that's smaller than a grain of dust, it's like taking a long road trip every single night. Scientists believe these nighttime journeys aren't random. The mites are searching for food, exploring new hair follicles, and even looking for mates. While you're dreaming,
An entire microscopic world is awake and busy. The strangest part? You never feel a thing. They are simply too small for your nerves to detect. Now, before you imagine thousands of creepy bugs attacking your face, here's the surprising truth. These tiny creatures are usually harmless. In fact, many scientists think they've been living alongside humans for millions of years. They're more like permanent roommates than dangerous invaders. As they feed on the natural oils your skin produces, they help recycle material that would otherwise build up inside your pores. It's a tiny job, but someone has to do it. Still, like many things in nature, balance is everything. If their population grows too large, problems can begin. Most people will never notice any issues at all, but it shows that even the smallest creatures can affect our bodies in unexpected ways. Some researchers believe unusually high numbers of face mites may be linked to skin irritation in certain people, including conditions like redness or inflammation. It doesn't happen to everyone. Most people will never notice any issues at all, but it shows that even the smallest creatures can affect our bodies in unexpected ways. And here's something even more unbelievable. These mites don't hatch on your face overnight. Most people probably get them through close contact with other humans. A hug, a kiss, parents holding their babies. Simple, everyday moments. Over time, these microscopic animals quietly become part of your skin's ecosystem. They're passed from one generation to the next
without anyone realizing it. Think about that for a second. Long before you watched this video, before you even knew these creatures existed, they had already made your face their home. But we've only seen one tiny resident so far. Because if we zoom in even further, your face is hiding another invisible world that might be even more surprising. Now here's the twist. Those face mites aren't the only invisible life living on your skin. In fact, they're surrounded by something even smaller. Millions of microscopic bacteria. The word bacteria usually sounds scary. It makes us think of disease, infections, and getting sick.
Good hygiene removes excess oil, dirt, sweat, and harmful microbes while allowing the healthy balance to recover naturally. It's all about balance, not trying to create perfectly sterile skin. And here's one fact that sounds unbelievable. Your collection of tiny organisms is unique. The foods you eat, the climate you live in, your age, your daily routine, even the products you use on your skin all influence the invisible ecosystem living on your face. In a way, every person's microscopic world is slightly different, just like fingerprints. You're carrying around your own tiny world every single day. So the next time you look into a mirror, remember, you're not just looking at yourself. You're looking at an entire hidden universe that has existed without you ever noticing. And those tiny creatures we talked about earlier, they're called demodex mites. They've probably been living on your face for years. Not because you're dirty, not because something is wrong, but because this is simply part of being human. It's one of nature's strangest secrets. A whole world living just millimeters away, completely invisible to the naked eye. If this video changed the way you see your own face, imagine what else is hiding in places we never think to look. There are microscopic hunters in a single drop of pond water, animals that can survive the vacuum of space, and creatures smaller than a speck of dust with abilities that seem almost impossible. So if you're curious about the hidden world our eyes can never see, make sure to subscribe, because we're only just beginning to uncover Earth's smallest and most fascinating secrets. Thanks for watching. If this video surprised you, make sure to subscribe because there are countless invisible worlds we've only just begun to explore. And tell me in the comments, what hidden creature should we uncover next? I'll see you in the next adventure.